Hi, and welcome to the third in the series of Ask Lloyd. For those of you who do not know, Ask Lloyd is a series of videos that I'm putting out where I share what I commonly find to be common questions from clients. And today, the common question that I am dealing with, that I hear quite often, is, am I married to a narcissist? And if so, what am I supposed to do? Well, it's basically narcissistic personality disorder, and it is a diagnosis on the DSM-5, I believe it is, that talks about a certain personality type that's very adversarial, unable to form emotional bonds in the same way that people who do not have narcissistic personality disorder are, lack empathy, feel entitled, they must win, cannot be wrong, and these are some of the general traits. I mean, there's some people who you may know out there who you've met in life who are people who have this personality. And I was about to say that some of these people suffer from it, but they don't suffer from this narcissistic personality disorder. It's those around them, and particularly those who are close to them, their family members, spouses, children, and others who are in relationship with them. To the outside world, they may seem like a perfectly normal, competent person, because one of the things that they want to do is look good to the world. It's very important. Their image is very important. These people may be posting a lot of their life, making themselves look great and looking for admiration from everybody. They put a lot on social media. But any one of these traits people have. But if you have a lot of these traits and it becomes part of a pathology in your relationship, well, this is really when I speak to my clients, when it becomes a real problem. So some of the things that I have seen in my practice when talking to my clients that reflect a spouse with narcissistic tendencies are that their spouse would lack empathy, does not show any real love for the person. However, on the outside, makes it look to the world as though everything's going really, really great. So if you were to look at this couple and say, oh, they seem to be a perfect couple, look how great they are. But when reality, it's hollow. There's nothing there. There's no love between the spouses. And that's okay for the narcissist, but the spouse has a real problem because the spouse is living this life with this person who is not there, who is not what the person bargained for. Usually the client who comes in would say, I wanted a partner, I wanted someone to love and to share love and share life, not to compete with. And these are some of the things, this lack of empathy is something I hear over and over again. And the competition with their spouse. To the person who comes in here, it makes no sense to them. So they say to me, aren't we a team? So in order to go forward with a divorce with a narcissistic spouse, you got to be forearmed and prepared. One of the things that I'll tell my clients to do is to make sure you have copies of all of your paperwork, your tax returns, accounts, if you can get those things, get copies of those things, that would be really, really important because those things can be used, they can be weaponized by the narcissist. In addition, I would certainly say before you pull the trigger, so to speak, and start a divorce process or even say, I'm leaving, get a little war chest together. See if you can save up some money on the side because you're going to need it. If the spouse, the narcissistic spouse may very well, and I've seen it many times, may very well clear out the bank accounts as soon as they are alerted that you may be leaving. Other things that you can do is just be mentally prepared that it is going to be difficult. Realize that the narcissistic spouse may very well try to do a whole smear campaign against you. Understand that that may happen, and you have to deal with these fears and these stresses and these other things that are going to come up. And the other thing that I would certainly recommend, and I do recommend, is that there are support people out there. There are people in the professionals who do this, perhaps really good friends, trusted confidants, sponsors, anybody who you have a trusting relationship with, or maybe even be able to provide you help on a professional level, would be a good person to have on standby, because it is not going to be an easy road. So another tip that I would give to anybody who may be going through this is to learn as much as you possibly can about narcissism. There are blogs and there are videos and there are many things that you can research and read about, articles, etc. That would be certainly helpful. Become familiar with it. Realize that you're not the only one going through it, although you may feel like you're the only one going through it. And as far as if you need help, if you need any advice, you got to speak to a good lawyer about this, somebody who understands divorce, understands dealing with narcissism, and wants to help. So what I just would like to leave you with today is that I have seen many people come in who are confused, who are sad, who are they feel like they're going crazy, they're hurt, their self-esteem has been beaten down because of their relationship with their spouse. But the good news is I have seen many of these people on the other side of their divorce, once their relationship was over, be happy, complete, whole people, renewed zest for living, and just really, it's amazing to see this. And I'm there to help. If anybody out there wants to have a conversation about this, whether it's just they think they might be going through it, I might be able to help you go in the right direction. I'd be happy to talk to you about anything that you may need to know as far as what are your legal rights. And please, feel free to give me a call. My information is here, and I, welcome further discussion on this topic. It's something that's very near and dear to me, and I'm here to help. I'd like to thank you all for staying to the end of this video and let you know that the Ask Lloyd series will continue, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Thanks.